And then you have lecture notes. Well, those notes which you have been using to benefit Module 1s and Module 2s, that is the regular students, and those of parallel programs, well, it's not good to deprive the distant learners from those. The ones which you find striking, you can now insert them and forward them to those of distant learning to benefit us, like those ones who come to the university because of their modules. Then presentations, these could be in the form of the outcome of term papers by the students, different students. It's good to make them share and learn from one another. So here you can put them under documents also. Then the other item, you click again to the course title, and then it will take you to exercises. Then you click exercises, and you have a variety of exercises. So you come to the course manager, and you are the course manager because you are the owner of the module. And then you scroll down, and you have a variety of exercises, like, yes, if you click that one of revision 1 exercise, we did have a kind of exercise there, and you have to indicate the time allocated, the maximum time, and then when do you expect the work to be done, within which period, and those kind of items. Then you click back for the next item. You keep clicking to the title of the module, and that is where we reached. Thank you for your attention.
So, the exercise, I think there was a blackout when we were just starting exercise, and it was also tea time. So we stopped there to continue tomorrow when everybody is fresh. But I'll give Professor Dung 1 minute to say something, and also Professor Gutu before we hand over.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, the exercise we have done today is quite enlightening in view of the fact that we expect to deal with students who will be far out there. And this mode of delivery gives us hope that we shall be in constant communication with the students. And we, as the managers of those particular units, we need to be quite conversant with this kind of communication. So we are grateful that codl has organized this for us. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Madam Director, it's an interesting coincidence that as far as this group is concerned, we are mounting the flagship, because all our disciplines will end up as PhDs. So you will end up in our department anyway. Whether you are doing medical sciences or what, you end up with a PhD. And also, it's a coincidence because we are going to end up, you are going to end up here. After you finish your writing and they are reviewed and everything is done, the final thing that you will do at some later date will be to go through this. So we are proud that we were put in a VIP lounge to do the final thing at the end. Our instructor, Charles, is a fantastic teacher. And when it comes to the stage of him teaching you, you will appreciate what I'm saying now. He has gone through this with us in only 1.5 days in a very beautiful manner. And as our presenter has said, we believe by the end of Thursday, when we leave, we shall have gone far enough to be able to post this to our students who are outside there. Thank you very much for your attention, and we wish you good writing and review.
So I'll hand over to Director to proceed the rest of the program. Okay.
Thank you very much, all of you, for giving us that. Maybe, Charles, you wanted to give the people a chance to probably ask questions or make comments, to stay on a bit.
Yes, I think we will now invite comments, feedback from the audience on the presentation. Yes, Prof.
Yeah, thank you very much. Looks like the learners have learned a lot, and congratulations. I have one observation to make. When the presenter started off, he logged in and went direct to courses that are already there. Now, were the courses there, or you actually created yourself? All courses are in the
Okay, thank you.
online.
What happens is that we have been longer than you because we started earlier. So we went through this process, the one you had. We developed the modules, and then as time went on, they were converted by the IT group, thanks to the Odumbe and the Jerusas and so many others, and Omondi and the others. So they were converted. So that's why we are luckier, because they are already there and they are ready. So the issue here is, although they are there and it is our own production, we do not know how to transmit it through e-delivery. So that's why we are consulting them here, already here, and using them as our tools.
I wanted to know whether you learned how to put them there yourself.
Ourselves?
Yes.
Well, we can say in a way, but we did not bog our minds with that because we had the experts there doing it. Yeah, that's why I say in a way. But we don't have to worry about those because the experts are there and they know they are working that.
Fine.
Okay.
Thank
Yeah.
you. Now, the other
One
question.
to comment.
Okay.
The procedure is that we create the course website of the courses, then we grant the owner, manager, or lecturer's right to put the content and to use the course to teach online. So creation is done by us, the ICT Center, and we give the rights. And that is what we did during the training.
The other question I had, if you can grant me, is you talked about multiple choice questions, not expected at the university. Is it illegal to have multiple choice questions?
Why is that a low opinion on multiple choice questions? Yeah, I can also add that you actually stress it.
Okay, now for the next question, I'll let my colleague chip in. Well, you know, for our kind of discipline, multiple choices are out of place because of arts and social sciences requirements and its own way of scholarship. For some other disciplines like sciences, it can be applicable, but all the same, the knowledge is not is good to know it, because we could be making comparisons here and there. But for pragmatic point of view, for our kind of discipline, we prefer essay type kind of questions. Yeah, I don't know whether my colleagues would like to respond to that.
Thank you. I would expect that Charles will be able to say something about this. There are times when you are giving exercises for the purpose of learning, like in the room, the one opposite the VIP. It is that one is the very VIP. This one is the VIP only. You are talking about definitions. For example, at the beginning of some of the courses, there are certain levels where you find that you can easily have objective testing questions just to get certain facts. If you want to identify, say, for example, I'm using the kind of people who are in that area, dealing with the courses in vet medicine. you find that you want to identify diseases, and you are given a list of diseases. Which ones are towards the
which diseases are caused by these organs?
yes. So you can match them and so on. That is giving a chance to master the content, the facts. Then you can now ask questions which are essay form, and you can only answer essay form when you are equipped with the facts. You can also, even at your level, easily use some objective testing to master certain critical things within the particular course you are dealing with. If you want to know, this, I'm not saying this is part of it, but the tribes of the Israelites. Okay, you want to know that the God's tribe? Hey, God has no tribes. That's interesting. We are saying that there are levels at which you can do this. I want to ask our colleagues from the College of Health Sciences, where facts are very important. How do you handle this, Mr. Tawiti?
The multiple choice as well as the true false and the matching are very, very important for us to examine whether the person has the details, the detailed knowledge. So I think I agree with him. It depends on the discipline. Okay. Yeah. So for us, it's very, very important. That's how you test. Somebody can hide under an essay and actually even score 80% without really knowing some details. But when you do those true, false, and multiple choice, that's when you know whether they know the details. So we actually give them 2 papers in every subject. We give an essay form as well as a true, false.
Any other comment?
Can I still ask? I have not finished my... And announcements. You made announcements. Now, who were they meant for? Were they for distant students or the ones you are going to teach face to face?
I can answer. Yes. What the announcements that were done there were meant for students who are going to learn using the system. Yes, and basically these are distance learning students. And then another point I also want to add is that whatever you saw there as announcement, exercises, agenda, information, all were done by the learners. They were shown how to do it, but they were practically doing it and then posting those announcements, agendas, and other activities online. And that's what Professor Ocheke has shown.
Maybe additional to what Mwalimu just said, is that some of you are going to have, the same courses are going to be available to regular students. You may find that you have got some students who are distant in nature, others are on site and so on, and you want to give an announcement. You can make an announcement for even the internal students. Once you have told them that I will be communicating to you through the website. So they know that they open the website, they find out what announcement has come from which particular teacher or teacher, and what is it that they're being told and so on. Instead of sending emails, you can communicate to them by that particular situation. So it is not necessarily only for distance, but all the people who will be using your course can be communicated to using the announcement through the web.
That's what I wanted to know, whether this was exclusive for all the other.
No, it can be for any person who is accessing that information and needs to have some information from you as the lecturer.
Thank you.
Just a follow-up on that, about the system. Does it have the capacity to mark and return the results instantly to the student?
Yes, if it is
As a objective.
multiple choice question, yeah, it can mark automatically, generate mark sheet, and send feedback to a student.
And for SE questions?
ESA all e-learning system. I'm yet to see an e-learning system that marks it. ESA you must mark manually the way we mark normal exams.
My question goes to the director. Suppose we have come up with this module and is targeted for open learning students. Will it be proper for me just to sit in my office and use the same module to teach the normal regular students?
I would like to ask our colleagues from the College of Health Sciences. The answer is yes and no. If you have made a plan and you have developed the kind of tutorial manual that you are going to use yourself, you know what kind of things they are going to learn. You can tell them, I want you to read the following particular lecture. They are going to work on their own, and you will be able to communicate with them through your office. But there are times when you say, on such times, we shall be coming together in an actual classroom situation because they are regular students with you. But there are times when probably you can allow them to learn on their own outside there, and they will love it to do that one because they are going to be very dependent and so on, as long as you are monitoring, because that is one of the things that the team would be doing, in that you know how many of them are doing the reading, how many are interacting in the discussion which is going on and so on. All those things will be captured by the system. And as such, nobody can hide under the class for hoping that the other people are doing the work and it's only going to share in the outcome. Non-participation would be there. And this is going to the question which was raised in, I think, in the class behind here, in that how are you going to deal with the question of 75% plus attendance? But the module will tell you that you will be able to know whether the person is interacting and attending and acting and active in the process of going through, and as such, you will generate even a percentage level of participation on online, which is more accurate for everybody in the class, which is will fulfill the requirements of our present kind of requirements for the internal students who are there.